This is the problem with entrepreneurs. You got a whole bunch of entrepreneurs floating around in outer space trying to figure out what the hell to do. And they're trying to build their own rocket. They're trying to launch it. They're trying to do something and then they try to get back. And there's no one talking to them. There's no relative data in real time. There's no ground control.
So I'm just wondering how many people are on your team, because if you're working with thousands of business owners, I'm assuming that you or Natalie can't do all of the coaching with us. And so how does that work?
So one of my mentors for 2 years was the only astronaut that flew all 5 space shuttles, designed, deployed, and fixed Hubble. I didn't know this, but he taught me this. I thought you train, and then they shoot you off, and then after you leave the ground, you're trained so that you can figure out how to get to where you need to get to, and then you do whatever you need to do, and then you get back, and then good luck. But he's like, absolutely not. So what happens is somebody designs what's the mission. So the mission is in the middle here. Then you have the team that figures out how to execute to the mission. Then you have the team that figures out how to train for the mission. Then you have the deployment team to get you off the ground. Then you've got the mission team, this team here, executing when you arrive at your destination. Then you have a re-entry team that gets you back safe. Then you have a debrief team. What did we do? What did we learn? How would we do it different? Mission control is in the center of all this. This is one purpose: to blast off, execute doing what you're supposed to do, and get back alive. There's no confusion as to what everyone's role is. Each of these have teams of people that blast you off if you're the little alien with a little pack on. So what happens is once they blast you off, you go out to outer space, you actually don't make any decisions. You're being told what to do in real time by all these teams based on what's going on. And they're monitoring everything: heart rate, blood pressure, temperature, activity, because one mistake, you're dead. Now, you train because if something catastrophic happens, you need the reflex to know what to do in the moment and what you need to do next in order to try to get yourself out of the situation. Or if you lose comms in the middle of something, because that happens as well. So you have to know intuitively what is going on around here. But as long as there's green comms and everything's at green status, you're being told what to do. And he goes, this is the problem with entrepreneurs. You got a whole bunch of entrepreneurs floating around in outer space trying to figure out what the hell to do. And they're trying to build their own rocket. They're trying to launch it. They're trying to do something, and then they try to get back. And there's no one talking to them. There's no relative data in real time. There's no ground control. So he said, if you could create a system that was ground control, and the rocket mans and women's were tethered to ground control in real time, these are our entrepreneurs, they could move faster, make better decisions because someone's curating data, putting best practices in place, monitoring all the health. The health for you is your financial health. How many dollars being generated, how much profitability, where's the value in the business? It's stuff that you don't think about while you're going through the business and doing the business. So this is what I built in the company I sold. We had 196 employees. And then with 185 employees, we took a $1 billion company to $4 billion in 10 countries. Because all we needed to do is connect all this to this. This was already systematized. It was running on operations and systems and process and procedures, right? You didn't need to add a bunch of people. You could just add a bunch of businesses. So what we built at Cardone Ventures is I took this, the technology that maps it, all the research, and we rebuilt the teams. How many of you have 10 employees? And for some of you, how long did it take you? How many employees do you have when you sold?
We had probably about 40.
40, and it took 10 years to get to 40. 10 years to get 40 people. We went from me, Natalie, the rule of 3, a visionary, a builder, and a manager, somebody to keep it all together. And we went from those 3 people in July 1st of 2019 to an internal full-time payroll team of 198 people, and an external team with my research team and all the other people we work with another 100. And that's why we're doing 80 million right now, because we're connected into 1.4 billion of businesses in this process.